What's up, yo? YouTube is on some shit today, people. It is not sending out alerts. Did any three of you people get the alert? I'm not mad at Spider Rico. I'm not mad at him. If he keeps doing it, that's a different story. But up to this point, he's been. You got the alert, Mike? When'd you get it? The 30 minutes ago, or just now? When'd you get it? Because I don't think anybody's getting these fucking alerts. I just went live on YouTube through my phone, but but the shit, I'm gonna end it now. But the shit is not sending alerts. 30, yeah, you got the 30-minute alert. Okay. You got both? What the fuck is going on? Well, what up, Mo? Let's do this shit. That means if you at least got it, Mo, that means some other people probably got it. So we'll see what happens. You got the alert when? Just now, Bones, or 30 minutes ago? I'm just trying to figure out, because it's weird, because I have my own email in to get alerts, right? So I should get the alerts too. And when I don't get them, I'm like, okay, if I'm not getting it, that means a lot of people aren't. Marco, did you have Gerbelang? Yeah, I did. I don't know who the fuck. Just now. I dope. Well, at least it's going out to somebody. Just came back from lunch. You at work? Bones, you at work? Where you from, man? What part of the country or world you from? I'm assuming the country, because if you're in a different country, lunch would not be right now. Right now, it would be nighttime or morning time. Yeah, man, I'm not mad at Rico. I like Rico. Now, if he keeps acting a fool, that's a different story. But I mean, it was rude what he said. That's a fact. It was rude. Insensitive, too. Insensitive. Saying that shit. What if it's true? Why the fuck would you say that? Make somebody feel like shit. You know what I mean? But whatever. People have bad. That's one thing I learned, everybody. I've learned that Texas, dope. I've only been to Houston once. I loved it. One thing I've learned is 99% of people who are jerk-offs, right? Who are saying rude shit, who are fucking dicks, are going through some shit. And it's not about you. I learned that shit with girls. When sometimes, you hit on a girl and they don't want to fuck with you, most of the time it's not because of you. When I met my wife, it took me 3 times chilling with her before she even gave me her number. Turned out she was seeing somebody at the time. So it wasn't about me. So that's my point. Same thing with girls here. So he clearly was having a bad day. And I'm okay with people having bad days here and there. That's okay. Now, if it's repetitive, then it becomes fucking abusive behavior. And, that's a whole different story. But, every now and then, you got to go by what somebody's character is the majority of the time, not the few slip-ups, because we all have it. We all have it. Damn, your wife had a man. It wasn't a man. It was, she was dating some fucking Italian doofus. I never met him. I never heard of him. But, yeah, man, I had to meet her 3 times. And this is before social media. This is 2002. So we had to it's all chance. We bumped into, we would go to this club in New York City. It would do 80s night on Thursdays, right? Now, I like hip hop, but I would go because meet girls and chill, and a lot of my friends went there. It was it was a dope spot. A lot of celebrities would go. It was like a underground, nobody knew about it, but if you knew about it, you knew about it kind of thing. And I bumped into her, hit on her the first time. She was having nothing. She didn't want nothing to do with it. Nah. Almost rude. And I was like, this rude ass suburban girl, because she was from a suburb from Westchester. And then I see her a month later, same 80s night. And she comes up to me. She's like, hey, what's up? I remember you. She's talking to me all nice. And I'm like, what the fuck? So we chill the whole night. And at the end of the night, I'm like, yo, can I have your number? She goes, well, I don't have a cell phone. This was 2002. So remember, not everybody had cell phones yet. I go, what about your house phone? She goes, give me your number. I'll call you. Now, all us guys know that that's a kiss of death. That's what that means. So I'm like, yeah, okay, here. Of course she didn't call me. And a month later, I bump into her again. Same 80s night, same club. And then we hit it off. Then she actually happened to have a cell phone at that point. She got one. And we exchanged numbers, and she wasn't dating that dude anymore, which I found out later. And then the rest is, history. So that's the point. It's not always about you. You know what I'm saying? Why was she going on dates with you? She wasn't going on dates, you dipshit. She was at the club chilling with her friends, and I was there. What's up, True Power? Yeah, it was persistence, game and persistence. You can't let somebody, like, I'm telling you, man, many people I've met, just not even girls, but males, just people in general who first are kind of jerk offs. Their vibe is shitty, but then over time it changes. So I try not to judge people right off jump. Much love from College Station. I don't even know what that is. That's obviously somewhere in Texas, right? Where in Texas is College Station? What is it, an actual college? And if it is, what college? Must be an actual college. So harassment. She actually came to me the second time because I saw her and I literally ignored her. I didn't put that part in the story because I remembered. I was like, oh, this is the girl who was rude and didn't want nothing to do with me. And she came up to me. And I was like, oh. True, if the girl is ready to go on the first meeting. Well, yeah, that's true. College Station is Texas A&M. A&M is arts. No, what's A&M stand for? I always forget. Damn, so Marco's Mr. Steel. Oh, my goodness. I didn't know she had a man. For start, I wouldn't have given a fuck. That's true. If he was my boy or I knew him, that's a whole different story. But I didn't know she had a man. She didn't tell me at that time. But I also didn't know the fucking dude, even if she did tell me. Yeah, I wouldn't have given a shit. Military shit. Okay. H-Town. Dope. Appreciate you. Marco spit game it are like Too Short. Not the best reference for me, CJ. All I know what Too Short says is bitch, which I didn't say. You're making Tia look crazy. Yeah, nah, she was, she was good. What up? Glad you got a show on right now, getting me through the day at school. School? How old is you, Michael? How old is you? I am doing, as we speak, a video on the Tyson versus Buster Douglas long count. I released the Tyson upset video last week. Buster Douglas upsetting Tyson. And the amount of comments I got, that was a long count. Tyson should have won. Buster should have been. That was a long count. Blah, 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 blah. It was ridiculous. So I'm doing a video addressing the long count conspiracy. And I think debunking it and explaining how the outcome of the fight is the outcome of the fight. Not only by the rules of boxing, but in reality. And this is coming from, at the time, especially, huge Tyson fan. I cried. One tear, little, nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't but I did. So, but the point is, I got no agenda here. I'm not trying to prove, I'm not fuck Tyson, I'm a hater. Nah, I wanted him to win, but he fucking didn't. 28 champ, radiology. Oh, shit. You want to be a radiologist, which is a medical doctor. Oh, we have Dr. Michael in the house. I remember my, what was she? My statistics professor at University of Arizona was a radiologist. I remember that. That was her actual job, but she taught statistics. I didn't get it. Radiology. So damn, dude, these are the people who you want to really give all that bad news to people? Michael, that's a fucking depressing field. I mean, you'll be doing better than me, but I'm just saying, that's a depressing field. You want to give people all that bad news? We found a mass, it's not operable. I don't know. It's up to you, though. I would get into pediatrics. I would get into some or obstetrics, giving birth, bringing babies into the world, happy shit, seeing people happy. Yeah, there's going to be negative shit in every single, the baby might die. But in general, that's what I would do if I was a doctor. I'd be in the hat. I couldn't fuck with all that. Listening to you while I'm at work. Dope. We're at work. What you doing? Nah, Marco, you got a big heart. First, Rico says be quiet while he's talking. Then he says, yeah, I know. Like I said, I like Rico. Like, he's never been rude before to me, so I'll let it slide. But if he continues, don't get me wrong. It's not like I can put up with it, but some people will blame Holyfield for Tyson biting his ear off. Delusional. I might be one of those people, though, Mo. So, but there's a middle here. Of course, it's Tyson's choice to bite, but Holyfield was headbutting the shit out of him. Tyson should have not handled it that way, but he was provoking him. It was like the punishment didn't fit the crime, but the crime was happening. And I'm brothers with Hasim Rahman, who fought Holyfield. He told me the same thing. Literally, like, this is my man. Like, we came up together as amateurs. He told me the same thing. He said Holyfield would throw mad headbutts, but would do it smart. He would lead with his head, with a headbutt, and throw a combination, and the ref wouldn't know that the headbutt's what landed. He thought it would be the combination. Rico need to send a super chat. Rico has never sent me a super chat. Crawford too small. When has a small fighter move up and beat a way bigger guy? Shit. Come on now. Come on now. Here we go. We'll do a quick trivia since you guys love trivia. We're going to do a quick trivia right now based on this question. Who was the last man, and I think the only man, to move up from welterweight, where he started, and end up winning at the same time the super middleweight and the light heavyweight belts? Welterweight, light heavyweight, and super middleweight belts at the same time. Who's the man who did that? Go. 10 seconds. I wish I could put up a clock. I probably could. All right, 10 seconds. What we got? Manny, no. Roy, no. Roy, no. Duran, no. Sugar Ray Leonard. Boom, Mo Brains. Got it. Yo, I love that, Mo. You came in, the only one who got it right, and with the confidence. Easy money. That's right. Sugar Ray Leonard is correct. Crushed the windpipe of my man, who is a friend of mine, who I know in person, met in person before, Donnie Lalonde. Crushed his windpipe. Almost killed him. People don't realize that. Donnie told me. Nah, not Roy. Roy never started at welterweight, and Roy never held both belts at the same time. So it was not Roy. Definitely not Canelo. He never... Oh. Ooh. No, but Canelo never held both at the same time. I don't believe. When Canelo beat Kovalev, was that for a belt? It was, wasn't it? Did he already have the super middle at the time? Because Canelo did start at welterweight. Or no, Canelo didn't start at welterweight. Now we got to figure this out. Canelo, I believe, started at 54. But let's find out. Now we're going to do this. We are going to, we're going to do this together. I was about to say something foul, but I didn't say it. Okay. Canelo. Let's go down. First fight. He did. He was 15. So he did start at welterweight. And now let's go to Kovalev. Nope. That was only for the WBO lightweight championship. Oh, wait. No, it was. Because after that fight, he fought Caleb Smith. And he still had... it was vacant. Okay. So it appears that fight, I was right. This fight was only for the WBO light heavyweight, and then the next fight, when he won it again, it was vacant, so it seems like he had dropped it to move up. Okay, so it is Sugar Ray Leonard's the only one to do that. But Canelo came pretty fucking close. Roy Jones went down to junior middleweight, exactly 154, but that was brief. That was like half a fight. Holyfield used a religious route to cover his dirty tactics. Yeah, Holyfield too. Like I heard, doesn't he have like 8 kids and doesn't take care of them? Like I heard he's kind of like not the. I heard he's not the most. What's the word? Righteous person. And that's usually the case when dudes are preaching righteousness, blah blah blah. That's usually because they know they're doing some foul shit and they're trying to make up for it. Look at Cosby. That motherfucker was like wholesome. Everything needs to be wholesome. He was yelling at Lisa Bonet for going in Playboy, and look what he's doing the whole time. Allegedly, I suppose. But didn't he get convicted, or he's not even in jail anymore? Whatever. Mo brains. Yeah, I don't get what that means. What's that mean? Like getting mo brains? Camille, what up, blood? Sugar Ray Leonard won the inaugural WBC super middleweight title. Inaugural? So that means it's bullshit? What's inaugural mean? I think Mo Brains meant he likes to get Mo Brains, and we all know what brains means. Marco, did you see that picture of Shakur going around? His hands look fucked. Nah. Put it in the chat. Hit the like button. It's free. It is free. It's a great thing about YouTube. Everything's free. I mean, super chats aren't, but those aren't required. Just viewing, supporting, thumbs up, it's all free. That's why it's a great business for me to get into. It's free for you, and it gives me support. Good business. All right, let's see what this mo-fucker showing me here. There's young California mo-fucker. Hold on. All right. Okay, open it. Let's go on it together. Share screen. Twitter. That's not real. That's real? That can't be real. That's real. He looks like, what's the dude from the Fantastic Four that's made of rocks? He looks like him. Damn. Damn. Hulk Smash. That's it. Shakur's new name is Hulk Smash. Yo, Hulk Smash. That might actually play in his shit's clearly swollen. Margarito used plaster wraps. I think Shakur is injecting the plaster right into his shit. Right into his knuckles. Wow. Frank Bruno just called out Tim Witherspoon in an interview. No, he didn't. I know Tim Witherspoon. I met him a few times. I've been around him. First of all, dope fucking guy. Nice dude. Big as fuck. Tall. Still in good shape. I think he'll fuck for... Tim Witherspoon is still, like, wide. You know, when you get older, Frank Bruno has lost all his muscle mass because, you know, people did accuse him of some Capri Suns, but I don't know if that's true. But I know one thing. With age, you do lose your muscle mass. Oh, dope. That's when they founded the super middleweight in '88. Fresh. I don't know, man. I'm calling him Hulk Smash. Is that Shakur? That's Hulk Smash, baby. Why do you pronounce that? There's like a undertone of you saying it that way.
Oh, that's racist.
There's like a racist undertone. I don't know. I don't even know if you're probably black. I don't know, but it still sounds racist. Like if I sat there and said Shakur, you guys would all just leave the stream. Like, fuck this racist cracker. We're out of here. Leonard won the first WBC. Yep. I didn't know that. Thank you. See? That could be a trivia question. Who's the first ever super middleweight champion? Sugar the Ray. I'm not surprised Shakur's hands are not in good condition. What do you expect? He's been fighting since 10 or 11. I've been fighting since 13. My shits are fine. But, granted, not at that level. Still, though. Not everybody's hands hurt. Some people have knee problems. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Different problems. Hell nah, go with the thing. I don't know what that sounds fruity, but I don't know what that means. He hits the bag harder than he hits people. I know. Isn't that weird? I've seen that. The motherfucker hit, like, how old is the picture? I can't believe that's real. Why would they not Photoshop that? That looks like a filter. That literally looks like a Hulk Smash filter. Or like that. Do you guys ever see that white dude with the enormous fucking hands and forearms? That looks like his hands. Just needs to wash his hands. Robert says, what up? Where the weed at? I don't smoke weed, Robert, so I don't know. Auntie Schofield says it. Is it? Shakur. Instead of Shakur, she goes Shakur. What's up, fight? Or should I say G'day? Let's talk about Spience. Let's teak. No, you guys don't say teak. You don't say talk. Talk about Spence. Let's discuss Spience. There we go. That was good, right? Let's discuss. You guys do a lot of E. All right. I thought Murray Sutherland was the first super middleweight champ. Nope. Turns out it's Sugar the Ray. Sugar Ray Leonard's 168 title win was weird. He fought 165 champ Milan. It was a trivia question I just dropped, and only one man got it. People said Canelo, which is a great guess. It almost was Canelo when he beat Kovalev, but the super middleweight title was not on the line. Should have been, but it wasn't. Good day, mate. Ken Intelligent. Yo, I love Ken. He just comes in here and salutes and just shuts the fuck up. He just salutes and then just shuts the fuck up. That's it. It's cool. Is that New York City? What is that? I'm going to look at your icon. That is not New York City. What is that? Chicago? Ken, what is? I know I've asked you this because now it's coming to me. I'm going to guess Chicago. Is that Chicago? What's that icon picture of? Which is probably where you're from, I would guess. Floyd dad said that someone told him Shakur is having doubts in camp. Nah. Well, why would he have doubts over a young, unexperienced kid? Chicago, that's what I thought. You from Chicago? You Chi-Town Ken? What's up, Kobe? Kobe. Mamba mentality. I'm going to drop my Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson long count controversy video today. I think it needs to be talked. I couldn't believe how many fucking people commented on Mike Tyson Douglas video about how it was a long count and Mike should have won. It's like, did you not see the 9-round and 55-second ass whooping? With exception of the 5 seconds that Tyson landed one uppercut? Like, what? I'm always in Brooklyn, though. Are you the one who told me that? That you fly in and you were asking me about restaurants? Was that you? Be well. Be well, Steph. Be well. Salute the chat. Word up. My man Steph's up in this bitch. What the fuck is this now? Okay, Alberto. We'll do it. Let's do it. Let's watch Alberto. Alberto will be loving Twitter. All right, here we go. Floyd Kate Schofield. It's crazy that one of his soldiers told us everything about our opponent. We know your weakness. Our opponent's camp was something because he knows he will lose. He has too many physical and mental issues. Oh, shit. We coming to fight, not box. Our goal is to break his face. You know what? I like that. I really like that. That's some gangster shit right there. I'm not big on bullshit talking on Twitter, but that was good. Short, sweet. Gangster. That was some gangster shit. Floyd is going to do the unthinkable. Well, I wouldn't say it's unthinkable. Shakur isn't like Tyson level, but Douglas never got a long count. Well, he did get a long count. He did. I'm going to drop the video. It was a long count. But Tyson got, you ready for this? An even longer count, which shows no bias in the referee, because that's the ref wanted Tyson to lose. Yeah? Why did he give Tyson a longer count? More time to get up. That's just how he was fucking counting. But I'm going to drop the video, and you guys, we could discuss it. He's doubting himself. I mean, I believe he has physical issues. Mental? I don't know. Maybe. I think we all have mental issues. Some of us just use the mental issues to fuel certain things. We all have doubts. We all have anxieties. We all have anger. We all have frustration. All of us all have sadness at times. That's why I hate that whole, like, that's kind of big. People say, oh, you emotional. It's like, What are you, a fucking robot? Everybody has emotions. That's just the way of being like, oh, you're a bitch for having an emotions. Like, yeah, that's just like saying you're a bitch for taking a leak. Like, we were born with fucking schlongs to take leaks. That's part of our biology. Emotions, the hormones, our brain produces hormones. It's part of our biology. Stupid. This Floyd Schofield fight for Shakur is right up his alley. I'm hoping Kittle. I love it. Look, Shakur talks to me, so I'm not going to bat. Like, he hits me up. We message each other and shit, so I'm not going to talk bad. I don't want him to lose. Upsets are always fun, though, but I don't want Shakur to lose. And let me go on record, not just because I'm cool with him. I don't think Shakur's going to lose. I did say this. What did I say, guys? I do think he might get cracked. Dropped, maybe, or cracked, rocked, maybe. But I think he'll tighten his shit up and just cruise. Cruise like a carnival cruise. Like a carnival shit. Cruise to a victory. Shakur got his excuses already if he lose. Yeah? His hands, right? I did see him in an interview recently, and he did say he didn't seem secure about the hand. He was like, well, it's good now. Like, so far, so good in sparring. But he goes, but we'll see. Kind of like he wasn't sure if the hands might not eventually give him a problem. So that wasn't good. Not all of us are Marco. Rob has to sit down to... why are you fucking with Rob? He's not even in here. You know everything in boxing. You know I don't know everybody, no. No. And the thing is this, Steph, I don't know them well. I know some well, but a lot of the current dudes, I don't know them well. If I did, maybe I'd get on. You know what I'm saying? Have some commentating, you know. But I'm getting there. We all got emotions. True that. But emotions shouldn't dictate our actions. Sometimes they should, but sometimes they shouldn't. We as men should follow our logic. Well, we do. But it's also a man thing to fly off the handle and, you know, get into a fight when you should maybe just fucking walk away because it's not worth it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Not all men are like that. I used to be like that. And I have moments now, but for the most part, it takes a lot for me to fly off the handle. It doesn't take a lot for me to throw hands if somebody's threatening me physically. That doesn't take a lot. Like, I've never been one of the guys who like get in each other's face. You know how you did in high school or whatever. Like, what's up? What you gonna do? If somebody's in this space, there's a problem. I've been in too many fights to let somebody come that close. That's not happening. But, you know, once you get older too, it doesn't escalate to that. This is really it's like I feel like me getting into a fight at 48 is just fucking goofy. Unless I'm defending, you know, my life or my family's life. It's just goofy. Like bumping into somebody in the street. What the fuck you doing? You stepped on my J's? And we start fighting over it. Like, that's middle school shit. Kids' hands are not 100. Who was the last training camp you pulled up to? I don't even know. You have to kiss ass to ascend in boxing. I don't think you're capable of that. Thanks, man. No, I'm not kissing any ass. You don't have to. You build your own voice, Alberto, which is what I'm doing now. You know what a commodity is? You make yourself the commodity. So I want to do it to where you guys want to come chill with, want to see me. The fighters want to see me. I got a lot of these celebrities hitting me up because they like my videos. Some of them asking me to do videos for them because they want to see me. So it's about me. So as long as you can build it to where the commodity is you, I feel like the ass kissing has to be minimal, if not at all. Got to invite them to the channel. I hate interviews, man. I love doing them. I hate facilitating interviews. It's such a pain in the ass. They don't respond half the time. I'm like a fucking groupie hitting them up on their DMs like, yeah, are you ready? 2 o'clock? Does that work? They don't show up some of the time. Nah. I heard he sold 150, but I don't know. Marco, about that action. I mean, not really. Used to be. Turkey and Dana White want to get into boxing. I know, man. And they want to abolish the... Here's the thing about the Ali Act, 92. The Ali Act is so fucking unenforceable. The Ali Act is, and I'm not saying I want it to be that way. That's what it is, though. It's like jaywalking in New York City. Yeah, it's illegal technically, but if any cop gave you a jaywalking ticket, they would get laughed back to the precinct and get their ass beat. Like, it's just not, it's there, but nobody enforces it. And there's no actual structure to have it enforced. What else, Eric? Bomb Squad. 70K sold? I heard 150, but how many cups of coffee you go down a day you're sipping on the stream? I do like 3 or 4, but you have to understand it's not coffee, it's espresso. People, contrary to popular belief, espresso is less caffeine. Coffee and espresso have the same exact amount of caffeine. They're the same bean. You know what the difference is? They roast the espresso bean longer. In essence, they burn it. That's why it has that bitter flavor. That doesn't increase the caffeine. It's still, the bean is the bean. No matter what you do to it, the caffeine is the same. Espresso is one little shot. A cup of coffee is a whole bunch. So I have the equivalent of probably half a cup of coffee a whole day. So just a little espresso, a little milk. I just like the taste. Word up. You too. Is that what Rick said? I don't know much about Rick. I don't know. Burning coffee beans is bad. That's what espresso is. What's up, Toya? What's cracking? You gonna be at that fight March 1st? I hope they approve me. I'll be there if they approve me. If they don't approve me, I still might get a ticket, maybe, depending on what it costs. Because I want to go, and they didn't approve me to the Keyshawn fight, so I'm seriously doubting now. I'm having doubts about the Tank fight, although it's totally different media companies, so one doesn't dictate the other. But I know you'll be there, right? I'm assuming you're from Baltimore. Why y'all saying Roach isn't being brought up from 130? Y'all know on his box rec he has 12 fights, 135. I mean, he's still going to get crushed like a grape. Tank is going to make wine with him. We all know that. The brewing 100% affects caffeine, hence why cold brew produces more caffeine. Disagree with that. And that might be true, but I do know for a fact that I said cooking the bean, not brewing. Brewing is totally different, you little punk. I said cooking the bean. Beans are not cooked. Coffee beans are soft. They're pulled out of a shell and they're soft and they're cooked to get that hard substance, consistency. Cooking it, baking it more does not affect the caffeine. I don't know about brewing it, though. I wasn't talking about brewing. What would Inoue have to do to beat or become all-time great? Keep doing what he's doing. What if Inoue retires undefeated? Hell yeah, I'm in the building. I see you, man. I love him. Are you from Chicago? You coming from Chicago? God damn. Dope. Yeah, I mean, I think I'll be there. I don't know. They don't tell you until the week of the fight. So I'll know in like 2 weeks. I'll know like that Monday, and then I'll either buy a ticket or I don't. It's too late. I reached out to some of my people who have media passes. They already used them. So I want the belts combined or the championships to go mandatory spots with belts. The PC is gravitational content. Coffee ass. Favorite comic? I don't know, man. All time? Carlin, Pryor, Bill Burr, Red Fox was dope. Chappelle. It's a whole bunch. What do you think about Keyshawn? I'm not big on Keyshawn, Toya. I've been saying that, and I don't want him to like hate me if he ever hears this, because I'm not saying I don't like him. I think he's a great fighter. I don't know yet if he's going to be one of the dominant lightweights. I need to see more. Nah, you'll be there, but you shouldn't have gotten approved for the previous pressers. Approved for previous pressers for the Tank fight, or no, you get pre-approved, Steph. So Chirac, fuck is that? Victor Ortiz or Madrimov. Victor Ortiz is 1,000,000 years old. Although he did just like the video I made about him and reposted it. Did you guys see Shaq reposted my video about Shaq today? That's why it's at like 300,000 views already. Did you buy the ring? No, I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Like, as you guys know, my business is struggling and all that. And I'm trying to cut down on costs, and I just don't think like this is good enough. I'm not going to buy it. And it wasn't literally the One Ring magazine belt cost almost what all of these did. The ones that I saw, close to like what all these, because these are mini belts. So I'm not going to do it. I felt like if I really needed it in the background, of course I'd invest in it, because you invest in your own business to make it better. But I think this looks fine. But I will at some point. Chris Rock is pound for pound. Okay. Marco, you would like French press? Nah, I don't like coffee, man. Coffee's too much caffeine in a cup of coffee. I just do espresso. Chicago, Ciroc, Iraq. Ooh, like we used to call this Brooklyn, Brooknam, aka Vietnam. Got it. Similar. He didn't mean the old Ortiz. He means Victor Ortiz. There's only one Victor Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz. He said Victor, didn't he? Let me go back. Am I bugging out? Yeah, you said Victor, but it was a typo. Okay, I was about to say, because Victor did just fight, by the way. He fought somebody who fucked him up, another old-timer. That's why Victor literally just fought, like, within the past 3 months. There's just questions marks on these guys. I know, Marco, I dig it. A good title fight, though. I wish I could have been there. But you know what? The truth is, I couldn't have been there, because Wifey would have literally hit me in a Brutus the Barber beefcake full Nelson if I'm going to try and go watch boxing by myself on Valentine's Day. Keyshawn needs to wash his face. Damn. I don't know what that means, but that sounds like you violated him. Facts. Is Keyshawn what? Is Shakur goes all 12 with that kid? It depends. What if going 12 isn't bad. Going 12 is only bad if the dude is like whack and there's no action, and if it's a good fight and the kid shows he's better than we all thought, there's nothing wrong with that. Marco, why was Ness surprised that you knew there was I don't know. It's his running joke that I don't watch boxing. Why don't you? I don't know. She doesn't like it. No, she does. Just for Valentine's Day, she ain't nah. Oh, I got something for her, all right. Dr. Wang. Is that really you? Respectfully, Mr. Marco, you don't want to be a cuck? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. First off, are you really Asian? Second off, is that really you in the picture? Third off, what's a cuck? Fourth off, what the fuck are you talking about? I think Schofield is going to crumble in the corner. Nah. He's going to go out. He's going to go out blazing. Schofield's going to go out firing. You'll see. I'm not saying he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win, but he's going to go out firing. Can I beat up Teddy Atlas? Yo, Eric. Teddy Atlas is 137 years old. I'm still registering 950 pluses on the punch machine. What you think? Shit. That white on white crime. I'll whoop his ass. If Schofield goes 12 rounds versus Shakur, we will make him a big parade with 10,000. That was traffic. E92. Berlango just caught in some rush hour old San Juan traffic. I didn't think so. He seemed like he was trolling, but let him explain himself, or did he just leave? Is that this word for COCK? I don't get it. Shakur was a featherweight. Kid Austin is a true lightweight. That's true too. He is bigger. Kid Austin's fucking jacked. Like he's definitely gonna go up 2 weight classes probably by the time he's done. Bomb Squad, Eric Salute. What's up, Drummond? Drummond for life. You shred on the drums? What's the one rule in your house? No one touches your drum set? Got it. Yeah, I got stuck behind a Berlanga parade coming into work this morning. Yeah, I hope he doesn't come out blazing, but he will, and he is. That's it. He will, and, it might overwhelm him. Shakur, I doubt it, but it might. I'm spending a lot of time building up my hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, shoulders. All right. Cuck is a guys who enjoy watching their wife get. Ooh. Why would he tell me not to do that? So he's just trolling, just being a jerk off? That's gross. If you could fight someone and win guaranteed, who would you fight and why? Jake Paul. You know why. Money, boxing I'd be royalty in boxing if I could knock Jake Paul out. Like, the true boxing fans would be like, finally, somebody did it. They would love me. And a former fighter, and I get paid, Jake Paul, in a second. Cuckold? I never heard of that. The kids come up with new. Oh, it's the kids come up with that word. Jake Paul, baby. Hell yeah. I would sleep his ass. I would whoop his ass. I would, and this sucks, but since it's in my fresh, I would Tyson Buster Douglas him, viciously beat him for 10 rounds, and put his ass out. Little birdies flying around his head like he's in a Looney Tunes cartoon. It's gonna happen. It was gonna happen with Canelo. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking. You could fight AYL? What? Why does the TBV family laugh at your boxing footage? They don't always laugh at my boxing footage. That is incorrect, but let me keep reading. They say you have no chin. That is incorrect. They don't say that. When you punch, it looks like... Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Marco, I'd spar you for that WBC belt. I would put a beating on you like you were dating Method Man's daughter. That's what I would do to you, Alberto. Can I fuck Jake? Oh.
Tutti frutti.
Steph, can I fuck Jake?
Tutti frutti.
Steph, I don't know what kind of party you think this is, but it ain't this kind of party.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Canelo would have literally broke his shit. First round knockout is too merciful. Nah, it would be 10 rounds. Was you a boxer? Yes. Yes, amateur pro. This may sound crazy, but I think Jake would beat Canelo if they fought. Nah. Mexicans come forward, Marco. Wouldn't go like that. Were you the night Tarver put... Oh, come on, man. You know what? I think you're new to the room, so I'll let that slide, but a couple more of those sacrilegious words and you're out of here. But thank you for triggering this.
Y'all must have forgot.
Marco, would you beat Curran Holyfield? Probably. If you look at his fight against Belfort, you just... You'd have been like... Douche! What's up, Janard? Salute. If Bud beats Canelo, do you think he should retire or move down? Retire. Into the fucking sunset. But I don't think he will. That'll just gas him. He'll just keep going. He'll probably try and fight Joshua or some crazy shit. I know what you meant. I'm just fucking around. Oh, come on, Eric. Come on, man. You're cool. Eric, you're cool. Don't do that. I'm going to be banning a lot of people. We keep this shit up. But again, thanks for the alley-oop.
Y'all must have forgot.
That's just in this room. When he comes up, it's just, I can't control it. It just happens. Still don't know why Jake Paul wasn't canceled out. I don't understand why Jake Paul would fight Canelo. I mean, that's suicide. That's like in Rocky when she's like, you're at suicide. You can't win. Now, I know he ended up winning, but this would be a case where he wouldn't win. Yeah, he got caught once. He admitted it to me. He's like, yeah, I was taking something. You can see it in one of our interviews. It's on YouTube. He goes, it was a supplement I had grabbed off the shelf at GNC. He's like, I didn't know. It had a banned substance in it. Marco versus Jake Paul. Jacob beat me. He's too young. He's too active, and he's way bigger than me. See? I'm not full of shit. It is what it is. Spider's usually cool. I don't know what his problem was today, though. Nah, Crawford will probably fight Jake next for the bag. That's funny. I don't think so. If he's with Turkey, that's like sacrilege. That's like banned behavior. They'll lash his ass with a cane. He fights Crawford in Saudi Arabia. They will lash him with a cane. They will cut off his hand. Whatever they do in those countries, it's going to happen. He cannot fight fucking Jake. He was trying way too hard to be funny. I hate people like that. I don't think he was trying to be funny. You're talking about... You talking about Rico? How many years late was Roy Jones versus Kawasaki for Roy to have won? Roy would have won around at the age of 30 for sure. By then, he would have destroyed him. But it was about 10 years too late, that fight. 8 to 10 years too late. 8 years, 10 years earlier, it would have been a blowout. Like 28, 29-year-old Roy would have killed Kawasaki. Like, literally. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but one cool. I mean, what can you say? Bud's resume. I mean, it's one of the best resumes. I don't care what anybody says. It's one of the best resumes in boxing. Easy. I mean, come on. Let's go through it. Here we go. Okay, so his first known fight, British Prescott, was a good fight. But that's not his first known one. Gamboa, knockout. Gamboa was 23-0 at the time. He knocked out somebody who was undefeated. Very impressive. Okay, let's keep going. Lundy, knockout. Good fight. John Molina, knockout. Now, these aren't huge names. Jeff Horn, big name. Knockout. Jose Benavidez Jr., we all know that one. Knockout. Amir Khan, knockout. Kell Brook, knockout. Sean Porter, knockout. Errol Spence Jr., knockout. Those are some of the biggest names in boxing at the time. You can't fucking shit on his resume. I don't care what anybody says. I like Title gloves. They kind of sponsor me, though, but I like them. I actually like the quality. They're also one of the most affordable, high-quality gloves. 8 years. Yep. You're right, Jose. No more big money fights and very few legacy-defining fights are left for Bud Crawford. That's a fact. Unless he gets creative, like a tank showdown or some weird shit. I don't know. Ryan. He could fight Ryan. That could happen. That might happen. I don't know if he would do it because it's goofy. But if, let's say, Ryan knocks Devin Haney out in the rematch, fucks Rolly up, shit. We'd see it. Ryan's a big kid. Ryan's taller than fucking... way younger and taller than Bud. Ryan could easily grow into being a 54-pounder. Why is that people don't mention Wilfred Benitez along with Leonard Hagler? Because he lost to all of them. That's why. He lost to all of them. Julius Ndongo. Gamboa, not your typical Cuban style. Nah, that's true. Context matters. In terms of what, senor? What you mean? Why are we talking about context? Benavidez' best years were the 70s. Yep. Ryan underestimates blessings, highly favored Ryan voice. That was kind of a catchy song. I hate to admit it, but that was a catchy song. It was. Blessed, highly favored, suits, what's it, frames Dior, suits tailored or some shit. Stupid. Very 90s lyrics where everything's like the Versace, the Chinchilla, Dolce & Gabbana, Donna Karen. Like, that's all they fucking talk about. Maybe that's why I like it. You think Bud could beat Romero in grappling? Oh, I have no idea, man. I don't know shit about grappling. He beat Duran. Did he? I forgot that. But again, so then he beat Duran. One win. That's why he's not really talked about. These other guys all kind of beat each other in a round robin. Sugar Ray, I think, is the only one who beat everybody. Get back with you, boxing heads, later. Peace and best. Peace out, Cope. Keeps it real. Damn. I hope Ryan wins. I want to see. You don't want to see the Haney rematch? So you're praying to have the Haney rematch just disintegrated in a puff of smoke? Benitez fighting grown men at such a young age. Oh, yeah, he's in bad shape. I'm surprised he's still alive. Poor guy. Benitez is the youngest world champion in boxing history. Trivia, 10 seconds. How old was Rafael Benitez when he won the world championship, making him the youngest ever? Give me the years. How old was he? Go. All right, that was 10 seconds. What do we got? Boom, Mo Brains. Yo, first off, let's get this straight. Why the fuck is your name Mo Brains? What's it mean? You mean like you want to get Mo Brains from the babe, from the honeys? Or you're smart? You got a lot of brains? What the fuck is your name Mo? Like Maurice? You got to break it down. You got to break it down. And what the fuck is that coin? Well, that could be second, whatever that icon is. But why is it Mo Brains? You got to tell me. But it was 17. He was correct. Oh boy, this fucking guy. Seems because a cuck is a weak or servile man. Cuckold is somebody who wants their way. Ah, so you're not being a dirtbag. Good. You have come in the chat before. Well, I'm definitely not weak, but I do what she says in a lot of instances. That's a fact. Not because I'm scared, not because I'm a bitch, but women have more stamina. They'll be mad at you way longer. It's yeah. But, not like, it's not to the point where it's like ruining my life and it's serious. It's a little shit. Like, oh, you didn't, you left the dishes where I asked you not to, and they should just be annoyed at it. Like that kind of shit. Nothing crazy. I ain't no bitch. Pepino Cuevas was 13 fighting grown men. Did he? Pepino was 13? He lied about his age, obviously. Damn. Steph Brown. Damn, what happened? We have 50, now we're down to 30. Ain't this about a bitch? I noticed that. And you know what's weird? It drops at about the hour mark, and then right about the hour and 15, 20 mark, it'll go back up. Strange. The longer I'm on, the more people I get. I get fatigued, man. After like an hour and a half, I don't know how Ness does those 3-4 hours. Well, he does it because he also has people calling in. This is just me talking. So I should have people call in. You know what I should do too? I should get when to call in, I should get the what's it called? The thing sliding on the bottom saying, call in right now. Click link to call in. One question before I leave. What is that Nintendo thing that's on your display? I'll show you. It is a dope collector's item. You ready for this? This is originally bought in 1998. Look at that. That's Little Mac and Glass Joe. Look at that. Punch out. It's actually Little Mac knocking Glass Joe the fuck out. How cool is that? Still in the box. And you can even see here, look at that. The tape, the original tape is still there. Isn't that dope? I looked it up recently with you guys. It was worth like 100, $200, nothing crazy, but it's dope. I'm not selling it. If it was worth like thousands, I'd sell it, but nah, that's not worth it. People don't like to talk. I know, it's weird. Mo Brains is from the zombie movie. Thank you for explaining this, because from a zombie movie, Return of the Living Dead. That's an old movie. And people always misspell my name as Brain. Oh, so you're Brian. Okay. Got you. Are you like a horror movie dude? Best boxing fight you ever seen live? Prince Nassim Hamed versus my man, Queens Get the Money, Kevin Kelly. Dope. Ringside. Marco, do you have a Twitter? I do. Marco Boxing, Twitter. I post. Here's the funny shit. All my videos, the ones on Instagram that are getting millions of views, and the ones even on YouTube that are getting, hundreds of thousands of views, I post all the same videos across all platforms. And Twitter, for some reason, gets the least amount of love. Like, I'm talking like 10 views. Like, it's bad. And I'm consistently posting. I don't know what I need to do. I think Twitter's more for like people writing, not really videos. That's what I think it is. People don't go to Twitter for videos. A punch to the head is equivalent to 13-pound bowling ball traveling it. Well, Jank, that depends who's punching you and how they're punching you. Did you feel? Marco, I've always thought Mayweather stayed away from Vernon Forrest early. Yeah, man. I think it was Buddy McGirt told me that he believes the only man that could have beat Floyd Mayweather would have been Vernon Forrest, just because of the stylistic matchup. That was a war, if I remember, with Prince. That shit was dope. It was like 3 knockdowns each. They were dropping like flies. The energy, half of Madison Square Garden, literally half of it, it was filled, were British people who came either from England or just lived in America. And you guys ever see Harlem Nights? Do you remember the scene where it's a black guy fighting a white guy, and then the white guy would go down, and half of the arena that's black the white people would stand up, and then the black guy would go down, and then the black people would stand. This is how it was in Madison Square Garden. The Americans would get up when Kevin Kelly would drop them. Then the Brits would get up when Prince would drop them, and it was like, it was crazy. Energy was wild. I was sitting next to Prince's brother, literally, because I was up front. See him versus Pac. Prince Nassim hit too hard. At 26, hit too hard. Because weirdly enough, I feel like Pacquiao hit hard, but Prince was a different level. Twitter's everything, but I have much more YouTube in here. I've been doing better. It's weird. I've had a bit of a drop in Instagram for some reason the last month, but my YouTube's gone up. And YouTube pays better, so it's actually a better thing. But it's weird. Like, the drops just come for no reason. I'm still posting the same material, still just as consistently. Vernon was all bad for Floyd. Yeah, that's what they say. We need more fights at the big MSG room. It's historic. Yeah, it's hard to fill it, though. That's, what is that, 28, 30,000? Either 20 or 30,000, something like that. Let's say 25,000, just to kind of put it in the middle. That's a lot of seats, man. That's like Chappelle numbers and Beyonce or whatever. Like, that's a lot of seats. Boxing, I hate to say it, but except for a small group of fighters, boxing can't fill that big of a room. That's why they do the theater. Like, Keyshawn's fights at the theater, the 5,000 seater, and that might not be filled. Last one I went to, I should hit up my man Wally. Last one I went to was, which one did I go to? Oh, Teofimo versus Josh Taylor. That was at the theater. I saw that. You going to the tank or key? Hold on, sorry. My bad. Hitting up my man who goes to these fights. Sometimes, yeah, see if he's going any of these fights. Bruh, check out the logo I made for you. It's actually really good. You saying that, I don't know what you're talking about. You saying that this icon is the logo? I don't really get what you're saying. You're confusing me, Danny. You're a weird guy. Why do you think Ness caps so much for Berlanga? He has his favorites. He also likes stirring the pot. And he believes Berlanga will be good for boxing. Ness wants boxing to thrive as much as possible because then he thrives and he loves the sport. So that's, I think, why. Not sure you discussed this. Top Rank leaving ESPN. Oh, I didn't know that. Thurman Barrios was my last one. Yeah, that's cool, but that wasn't. That was all. You know, it was the second one? Wilder, King Kong, Ortiz. That was wild. Where Wilder was almost out the round before and then comes back and knocks King Kong out. My buddy left, started a space. They both got back in 2020. My buddy Lefty started a space. Oh, okay. I don't see a link, Danny. I don't see any kind of a link, Danny. Unfortunately. I see no links anywhere. Oh, you can't because you're not a mod. Where's the link at? Can you guys see it? Now nobody could see it. Salute Marco. Are they really going to duke it out? I heard KSI wants to fight Jake Paul. They should. They should, Stilo. That's the fight for Jake Paul. I mean, Canelo would have been fun because we get to see Jake Paul crushed like grapes. Like, we had to see Canelo make wine, cheap, hillbilly, redneck wine out of Jake Paul. I'm just kidding, because I want to work for him. But KSI is the real fight. Jake Paul kicks KSI's ass. KSI doesn't have the experience Jake does. Can you ask Malik Scott what he thinks of Zerto fighting Benavidez? I haven't talked to Malik Scott in quite a while. I mean, we've only interviewed a couple times. Do I even have his number? I think I do. Let's see. Yeah, I do. Why won't this zoom in? There it is. I have a lot of these guys' numbers, but I don't know them that well. There's only a small amount that I like really, really cool with. Can you ask Malik Scott? Oh, we did that. I like David Benavidez a lot. He's a tough as Bears, old school 46D, but I think he has problems with Bivol because Bivol has much better footwork than David. Disagree. I think he's going to cut the ring off on Bivol and pound his ass out. Like they were on the set of Debbie Does Dallas. What kind of scholarship was your boxing scholarship? Was it a full ride? Everything was paid for? No, partial. Boxing isn't big. It's not like I was a basketball player, unfortunately. Just partial. Top Rank approached Netflix and Warner Brothers, and they weren't interested. Damn. And then Netflix also wasn't interested? I mean, ESPN was like, peace out. And this is the sport I'm trying to get a job in. No good. Pause. Yeah, man. Well, it's what it was. Benavidez stops Bivol 50-50 with Beterbiev. I don't know. I don't know how Benavidez reacts to Beterbiev's punches. I mean, he didn't seem to hurt Bivol with him. He almost had Bivol hurt a few times, and Bivol got on the bike. So, yeah, maybe. Tutti Frutti on the David Benavidez comment. Hey, man. David Benavidez will cut the ring off and will put beats on my man like he's Dr. Dre. Ryan and Rowley should not be headlining the main event. Well, if this is actually Devin Haney, I expect you to say that. ESPN getting out of combat sports, it seems. Is it because there's no money in it, or they just don't want to do it? There's a big difference. You have a problem with anybody who pronounces it Benavidez. Benavidez. Benavidez nuts. Caught yourself. Bivol said Canelo hits harder than Beterbiev. Yeah, I know he said that. We've gone over this. You know why I said that? Who beat him? Better be a beat him. Okay. Who'd he beat? Canelo. How does it look if he says a dude who beat him, who he is arguing that he beat, that everybody thinks he arguably beat, how does it make him look if he says, yeah, better be if the guy who just beat me, who I'm claiming that I really think I should have won, hits harder than. No, he wants to say Canelo hits harder and to show. I've seen this so many times with fighters because it makes them look better. Now, the hardest puncher is a dude I took care of easily. I talked to my man Kevin Kelly, and he said that Prince Nassim didn't hit hard. He goes, well, not to me. And I didn't, and I'm not trying to shit on him because he was a way better fighter than me and way more accomplished, but it's like, but he put you out, down and out numerous times. Like, how could you not say he hits hard? And maybe he just means it didn't feel hard, because I get that. There's some punches that are just don't feel hard. Some that feel hard. I've never been down, but some will drop you. Well, I was down once when I was 15, but I've never been down. But there's some that drop you that I guess people, and then there's some that just feel like fucking cinder blocks dropping on your head. So I guess they're saying the cinder block ones are the ones that feel hard, and the ones that drop you sometimes are the quick, sneaky ones, and that's just because you didn't see them, but they're not hard. So maybe that's what he meant. But Prince hit hard. 1 second, guys. Ugh, my bad. One of my bitches came to the door, you know what I'm saying? Just kidding. Plant said Canelo hit harder than Benavidez. Well, that makes sense. Because Plant lost to both of them. So that does. When you lose to both of them, it doesn't matter. It's when you beat one of them that you start being like, you don't have any idea how many times I talk to old retired fighters who say that the dude that they beat hits harder than the one who knocked them out. It's like, it doesn't make any sense. And what I said is possible, the snappy punches, the ones you don't see, but it's been dudes who like clearly had like a lot of power, like George Foreman opponents. Like, nah, come on. Do you think boxing will still need to be on a major TV network if it ever wants to reach popularity? No, you got internet now. Now you got the internet. What other schools were you looking? Just University of UCal Berkeley, but they were way more expensive, and I would have had to pay way more out of pocket, or loans, because I didn't pay out of pocket. I just got all loans, which I literally just finished paying off this year. 30 years it took me to pay off my college loans. Wild. You can see the fear of God in Bivol's face after Beterbiev hit him to the body. Yeah. Bennett stops Benavidez, Army Mike. Salute. What's up? Brutally beautiful art. Internet and boxing are a perfect match. True. Here, Danny, I'm going to make you a moderator, okay? And then you put this, hopefully it's not some fucking weird joke or something, but I hope this logo in. All right, so you're a moderator now, so let's see this logo you're talking about. Marco, I found out today I might be able to go to college. I want to go. Why wouldn't you be able to go? I dropped out of GW and worked at UCLA because I just scared of loans. I don't blame you. My school loans were paid off. NY. You from NY, Eric? Wait a second. I remember you now. You got to help me. I'm remembering you, but it's a little shabby. Damn. Yeah, I tried to get my shit. I mean, I only had like a G left when that whole Biden thing came in. So for me, it was like, didn't really matter. Or I had like 3G. Like, it wasn't a lot, but I looked into it. I didn't qualify for whatever reason. Mark KO. Yo, Floyd versus Canelo Crawford sparring video dope. What? Oh, my video. Video 135. You should do a fight video for them from 30. What you mean a fight video? Yeah, the sparring videos I do, I enjoy those. The problem is there's very little sparring out of known fighters. So I've done all of them because they don't let sparring, or it'll be like a 30-second clip or 15 seconds. I just can't do a video on that. So that's the problem. I guess, Dad, are you dropping this link or what? Or you just left? Or now you're going to... What up, blood? Yeah, I know. He did. He was a very rude man. Shakur tearing Lean Power apart. Why? Google Drive. I don't have to. You don't have to use it, but all right, let's see what we got here. Google Drive. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Let me show everybody. Thank you. I like it. It's dope. Where is it? Hold on. How do I? Here we go. Boom. That's pretty dope. Marco Boxing NYC 2025. I like it. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good shit. Good shit. Thank you, man. That's nice. I think I'll use it. Jay Wheel. Have you done James Toney old sparring videos? No. Because it matters a lot. It's people don't want to see the old ones, man. They want to see like the new ones. I have more patience. What you mean? Yeah, they're not good quality. That's a good point. Yeah, I appreciate it, Danny. Thank you. What schools did you go up against? I'm sure not all the schools. A lot of the local ones, some California schools. I only did it for like one semester, then I stopped because the competition was so whack. Like I was already an experienced amateur, and the college boxing competition was not. It was below. It wasn't good. So I didn't do it. I did it one semester, maybe two tops. Then I stopped. A year. I did it for a year. Then I stopped. And the program was kind of crappy. They didn't have that many. It wasn't run well. They didn't have that much like budget for it. It was whack. It was very few actual competitions. I just went because I was serious about turning pro. So I just went back to the gym, to the hardcore gyms to get real work and to get better, not beat the fucking shit out of frat boys who can't, you know what I mean? That wasn't really, I didn't get off on that. It's not surprising almost everything boxing related partner with Turkey. Yep. Well, maybe Turkey will partner with me. Dirty boxing habits. Bro, you watch highlights. You don't get to comment on boxing. Fake hardcore. Can the wrenches take care of this negativo? You're very mean. Let me see. What else we got here? Marco, we almost at 30K. Marco, yeah, I know. It's getting there. I want that 100K. Then they send me a plaque, but that's far away. What the fuck is this now, Alberto? Keyshawn looks huge. Huge?
Tutti frutti.
Ew. Dude needs to stop being a weight bully. Nah, I ain't no upset. Oh, maybe. Been studying 80s boxing lately. Damn, Pryor versus Arguello. Effing classic. Yeah. Second one was even more brutal. Keyshawn going to win vlogs. He's a true. Yeah, I think he's going to win too. But we're going to see. We're going to see what happens. Get my Tyson video out today. Click the link. Keyshawn has a back of a welter. It's super gay, but I'll do it. I'll do it for you, Alberto, since you like looking at muscular dudes' backs. This is for Alberto, so we can look at Keyshawn's back, everybody.
Chinese.
Nice boys. They're gonna go whoop your ass too. Yeah. I gotta take that.
I mean, what was he fighting? A toddler? That guy was like a foot shorter. That guy was like a foot fucking shorter. What, he pull up to a middle school? Damn, Keyshawn's pulling up to middle schools. Oh, shit. Go do your thing, Hoops. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here too in a second, but I'll be back tonight, obviously, 10 p.m. Last night was wifey night. Monday nights I take off. How the hell can you see the back? Yeah, I know. Alberto was just super duper. He froze it and zoomed in on the dude's back. He froze it, zoomed in. He might even got one of those apps that just take his clothes off now.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
One question. Does Gervonta fight the winner of Keyshawn versus... maybe. I could see him fighting Keyshawn because Keyshawn isn't going to be much of a challenge for him. You know what I'm saying? We have to see. I think he destroys. I mean, I think he... But let's see how Keyshawn looks. Maybe Keyshawn... I'm still on the... what's the word? On the fence about Keyshawn. I got to see him do a little more shit, and then maybe I'll change my mind and think he's one of the elite. As of now, I don't see it in him. But I'm not a grand wizard. Like, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, all right, peoples, I'm out. I appreciate you guys. Tune in tonight, 10 p.m. Peace.